Island homes are a must for millionaires looking to show off their vacation houses. Well, it's not always so easy to snag one of these multi-million-dollar properties. Just don't ask Leo DiCaprio to build you one. Trust me. Tarpon Island is one of the most sought-after areas in Palm Beach. That's because it's one of the most breathtaking and exclusive areas and one of the most luxurious places in America, with a rich history to boot. The entire island is man-made. It was created in the 1930s by dredging crews who brought the 2.27-acre property to life. The home itself is a gorgeous British colonial-style home with giant hedges acting as a gate. Not that you really need one. The place is as private gets. The only way to get access to your home would be by boat or by crossing one very small bridge. Don't count on a lot of trick-or-treaters come Halloween. Aside from the privacy, the property boasts 5 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. It's also got a small pool off to the side because I think it's legally required. All private island homes do. This is one of the most famously expensive pieces of property in America. In July of 2021, the deal set a Palm Beach lakefront price record. It sold for an impressive $85 million, getting headlines all over the country. What's even crazier is how much the price has risen since then. That record's not going to stand very long, it seems. Current prices for this place vary wildly depending on what your plans are. For instance, the main price listed is for a shocking $210 million, which is super pricey even by luxury island prices. That $210 mil is not only for the property, but for renovations and expansions offered by the seller himself. Apparently plans are already drawn up and all you have to do is cop up the suitcase full of cash. I assume that's how they do it because, that's how they do it in the movies. Of course, if you aren't interested in the full renovation, you get a pretty massive discount. For $125 million, you get the entire place as is. You just gotta remember that your private island loses like 10% of its value the minute you drive it off the lot. Everyone knows that Leonardo DiCaprio loves the environment. He's an activist and he starred in Don't Look Up, the least subtle environmentalist movie since Poison Ivy offered to destroy all of life on Earth except for the plants in Batman and Robin. So is anyone shocked that Leo bought a private island and immediately planned on opening the first ever eco-friendly resort for the stars? In 2005, Leo toured Blackador Cay in the Caribbean, right by the Belize Barrier Reef. He absolutely fell in love with the place, calling it paradise on Earth. So immediately, him and a partner dropped $1.75 million to pick it up. This was a big risk, not only because it was an expensive island, but because it was an expensive island with a lot of problems. Coastal erosion, overfishing, destruction of natural habitats, and a host of other problems plagued this so-called paradise. But this is Leonardo DiCaprio we're talking about. Hollywood's Captain Planet. He can swoop in with his charm and his $260 million to fix any problem. And so the island restoration project began. He planned to build an eco-friendly resort that would allow the rich and famous to get villas in a space that would give more to the local environment than what it took away. That plan was for 68 guest villas priced on the low end of $5 million and 48 villas for sale around $15 million. They wanted this dream to not only enhance this space, but provide a viable example for similar properties to do in the future all over the world. So naturally, it would have to be breathtakingly beautiful. Well, the early designs certainly don't disappoint. We see a grand white estate with lush greenery throughout, an enormous pool, interesting asymmetrical architecture, and rooftops covered in enough solar panels to run a place twice that size. So when can you get a room? Well, there's a funny thing about that. You see, Leo has been talking up his private resort for years, but construction has yet to even start, even though it was supposed to open in 2018. 2019. Apparently restoring an island habitat is a lot harder than Leo thought. So is building a business in a private island without hurting the habitat even more. I'm starting to think there's a reason that no one's really done this before. It's really looking like this island is going to be less of a resort that will literally save the planet, so much as it will prove to be Leo's worst decision since he decided he could definitely pull off a South African accent for Blood Diamond. Let's be real, you'd be surprised if Jeff Bezos didn't have a multi-million-dollar island estate in Hawaii. As one of the richest men to ever live, with a net worth of $189.2 billion as of the recording of this video, expectations are high for him to get his own little island paradise. La Perouse Bay on the island of Maui might as well now have a giant Amazon logo cut into it. Bezos and his girlfriend picked it up after a series of high-profile scandals and him stepping away from his CEO duties at Amazon. The property stretches across 4 hectares of lush green island and a home that stands at reportedly 4,500 square feet. Aside from what is no doubt an amazing interior for the very, very private estate, it features a 700 square foot swimming pool, an outdoor kitchen area, and the ocean a short walking distance away. So how much did the real-life Lex Luthor drop on his island fit for a true supervillain? Well, he reportedly spent $78 million to snatch this one right up. No one knows how much the renovations cost to add in that giant space laser that I'm certain it has. You just know a job like that's gonna cost what, 20-30 million? Elisium is the kind of estate you'd buy if all of your other friends have giant island estates and you still want to show off. When all the lights are on, this place glows like an enormous paper lantern in the fading beach sunset. Things only get better once you step inside. You're greeted by twin staircases and a breathtakingly beautiful black and white color scheme with spotless marble floors. Each and every room carries the same theme with the exact same level of effortless elegance. I mean, this house just goes above and beyond. It has tiny eating spaces that have their own chandeliers to light your casual breakfast. There's a hallway that's framed by enormous aquariums built into each wall. Then we've got the pool, which has its own waterfall. What's even better is the price. This place is a steal. It is available for the low price of $28 million. Of course, when I say steal, I mean exclusively by Enormous Island mansion standards. If you want an island home that looked like it belonged to a villain in a 90s action movie, Castillo Caribe would fit that bill. It's a 48,000 square foot property located in the Cayman Islands. It has 8 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms spread across multiple floors. The home is an enormous estate covered in palm trees, and it looks like it should be guarded by like 15 henchmen watching out for Jean-Claude Van Damme. Aside from the action movie vibes, it also features a pool, a dock right into the water, a tennis court, and it advertises its limited tax liability. Yeah, that's some supervillain stuff right there. Out back, you'll see relaxing locales by the beach setting and a nap trap up a hammock. Inside the home is all elegance all the time. Amazing kitchens, a home bar, a home office, and the kind of foyer that's so big it probably echoes. You really want a foyer that echoes. So how much does it cost to live the action villain life? Well, according to Sotheby's, that price is nearly $50 million. I can't help you with Jean-Claude though, that you'll have to do on your own. Port Andratx in Mallorca, Spain is a truly refined space. With its white marble designs, bold shapes, and grand vistas, it looks like the kind of place Wonder Woman, or, real-life Gal Gadot, would purchase. This is one of those homes where every square inch of the place looks perfectly designed. Everything from the giant open living spaces, to the peaceful outdoor seating areas, to the outdoor pool all look expertly crafted to be as elegant as humanly possible. I mean, when you're building a home in Mallorca, Spain, Spain. It's really easy to see where the inspiration comes from. Aside from the obvious amenities, it's also got 10 bedrooms, an indoor jacuzzi, 2 different saunas, and a truly exquisite garden. So how much does the Paradise Island estate cost? Well, it has an impressive asking price of around $32.9 million. The site doesn't mention anything about the regularity of Amazon battles by the beach though. You might want to hit up Reddit about that one before making an offer. Sol de Mallorca is yet another place in Spain that will absolutely take your breath away. They seem to be well known for that kind of architectural artistry. It's a magnificent modern estate with a standard flawless white color scheme it seems like all of these places have. That is beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, I think it's a bit much. The whole interior looks like a stuffy museum more than it does a cozy vacation home. It has 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms across several floors that all offer a ton of natural lighting. This one may actually have too much outdoor seating. You do want to sit inside every once in a while. My favorite part of this property is the pool. It is one of the coolest pools I've ever seen in my entire life. It comes right off the front door and stretches out as the stairs decline, with a see-through tank that allows you to look all the way through the water as you descend. Not only that, but it is heated using solar power, because sure, why not? So how much will this one run you? Well, this one will set you back $18.4 million. Pocket change for someone like you, am I right? One of my favorite estates is Lionheart in the British Virgin Islands, and that's not only because it's got an awesome name. This ultra-modern estate looks like it just sprang out of the ground, fully formed and elegant. That's helped by the fact that the roofs are covered in grass. The entire property sits on 12.5 acres of lush greenery everywhere, and of course those gorgeous cliff sides. The interior is just as modern and beautiful. All of the rooms have this cool, curved, circular design to them. It gives the whole home an interesting kind of energy that flows effortlessly through the place. This leads you from the 5 bedrooms to the pool, to the fountains, and out to the docks. There's a bit of a problem with the price on this one though. Apparently you have to request it directly. Now we're talking about Sotheby's here, which has no problem advertising properties in the $50 million price range. So if it looks too expensive to advertise there, oh, you know it's gotta be bad. So it looks like I'll never find out if you can press a button and make this one sink back into the ground. The Cannero Riviera in Italy offers a stunning change of pace. Throw out the white boxy design that most of these places have. This one has a little bit more personality and a lot more color than most of the rest we've got here. It's a unique mini tower of a spot with tan exterior walls highlighted by bright, arresting blue windowsills. It makes the entire property just look adorable. The interior is less quirky so much as it is beautiful. The 5 classic bedrooms all feature their own balconies, which offer amazing views of the ocean with your own outdoor seating. The basement features a cozy little tavern with a fireplace that I would visit literally each and every day if I lived there. The living areas are small, intimate spaces with lush ocean views and more classy, cozy art styles. I don't know about you, but I'm about ready to make an offer on this one. This is one of those many that choose to take the price off. While that may likely mean that it's in the tens of millions, I'm gonna choose to believe that it's worth like $200 or $300. You can't disprove that. Aquamare is the kind of place you buy if you want your very own luxury resort, not just a vacation spot, or if you want to start a luxury resort business. Either way, the spot in the British Virgin Islands is utter perfection. I gotta say, I'm really digging the soft brown and light tan color scheme of the exterior of this place. I find it to be remarkably soothing. That resort feeling spreads across every single inch of this place. It seems like everything was built for maximum relaxation. There's a hammock area begging for you to take a nap. A private sauna available 24 hours a day, no sign-up sheet required. Outdoor seating that is begging for a masseuse to work out a year's worth of stress out of your back and shoulders. Then there are the 15 spacious bedrooms, the outdoor pool, and the wide open living areas, which really cap the whole place off. So how much is this resort for purchase? It's just shy of 20 mil with a price tag of $19.8 million. If you just want to charge people like $9 million to stay per night, you'll make your money back in no time. And they say running a 5-star resort is hard. Take that, White Lotus. I absolutely adore this strange place in St. Martin. It makes a few delightfully odd choices that I really just love. Broad strokes, this place has the same white color scheme, poolside seating, and ultra-modern furniture we're all used to by now. It's just the few oddities that make this place really stand out for me. I mean, just look at that seating area right in the dead center of the pool. That's such an odd choice, and I love it. Then we see some of the ceilings inside and see how truly strange they are. We have a living area where stonework creeps up the wall to the ceiling and merges with the white of the other half of the room. Then we've got the quirky ceiling fans, a few interesting furniture choices that break up that whole modern IKEA vibe they've got going, and the jacuzzis behind each room. But not highlighted, just kind of there. So how much does this slightly quirky place run? It will run around $8.5 million. They better throw in that pool couch. I didn't even know pool couches were a thing, but now I have to have one. Kassiopi of the Ionian Islands truly is the home on this list that I want to move into the most. It doesn't just look like a multi-million-dollar estate, but one that is comfy enough for you to be able to feel truly at home. Don't get me wrong, it's just as elegant as most of the other homes we've seen. The exterior has a similar style to several other places. Lots of soft white that practically glows when it's all lit up. The interior offers a much more inviting vibe though. The home theater looks like the ultimate way to lounge around inside. Then we've got the bar area, which legitimately looks nicer than half of the actual bars I've visited in my life. Every spare corner looks like a cozy spot to throw a couch or a chair, perfect for afternoon reading. It's got an outdoor pool, a glowing blue sauna, several outdoor dining areas, and a fully stocked gym that I'd probably never use, but I'd feel extra bad about it because of how nice it is. Even all 11 bedrooms look soft and cozy with plenty of natural light and style. There's no word on what the price is, but I've got a very decent idea about how much it is. It advertises the most advanced security systems and smart house programs installed already. That plus all of the other amenities means this one is definitely going to be over $50 million. Well, maybe $49.9 million if you're really lucky. These island mansions seem to cost around $10 million on average. I think that's about as much as Jeff Bezos has made since you started watching this video.